I'm Ashley Rose. I'm an organization director for Clinton, Fayette, Greene, and Warren County Farm Bureaus. I've been in this area for about 6 years, and this is my home area, so it's always fun to serve your community. Back in 2019, we knew that farmers were really struggling. I had a lot of members that were reaching out to me late into the evening, and I knew that it wasn't about Farm Bureau things. We weren't talking about events or stuff we were doing this summer. It was because they really needed to connect with someone who understood the ag background and understood their stresses without being financially or relationshiply dependent on them. And through that, I realized I did not have all the tools necessary to really help them. I mean, I could be a listening friend, of course, but some of those situations, I really wanted them to talk to someone that knew how to help them in a deep way. So we went through mental health first aid training. It was something I went to my supervisor about, saying that this is a real need for our organization, a real need for myself and our community. So I went through that program, and it was a great resource. It gave me a lot of great tools in the toolbox and verbiage to talk about. But really, we wanted to give our members a tangible benefit that could really lead to a long-lasting impact. So a couple of my board members came to me in my office, and they wanted to know, how do we create something that is a resource without making people feel like we're pointing at them or like trying to expose them. BetterHelp ended up being the best option for us. It's the world's largest teletherapy organization. They have thousands of therapists here in Ohio that our farmers could connect with, who really was a great resource, not only because they were local, but also because they had the tools to aid them, but also the listening skills to know that you couldn't just say, oh, well, you just need a vacation. You can't take a vacation in the middle of planting season or harvest season. You have to be able to deal with things, build resiliency while still being able to live your everyday life. So I have gotten a few people that have reached out. A lot of times people say, oh, my friend or my neighbor, which is fine. They don't have to disclose themselves. But we've heard a lot of great feedback from folks that felt that they were really getting the tools that help them become resilient in their day-to-day lives. Mental health problems is not something that is created overnight. It's not fixed overnight. But by having the tools available to them, they could slowly make changes, and that is how they felt it was really impacting them to be able to go forward even when life is kind of crazy. It is such an honor to be thought of for this award, especially because Yvonne was such an incredible person in our organization. She always led the way for people to be able to be their best selves and to feel confident, whether it was preparing our members to talk to their legislators or even just encouraging her fellow staff members that were going through a hard time. So for me, it's such a deep honor. I'm so humbled to be able to be selected. It means the world to me to be able to follow in something that was done in her honor. And mostly, I'm hoping that by bringing awareness of this award, it will really encourage people to be brave. I want people to be brave enough to go seek help and know that if they're using mental health services, it's not because they're broken or they're incapable. It is because they want to be the best that they can be.